Hello, Likers. Welcome back to our channel. It's me, your fave, your one and only baby girl, Malika. So today we are doing the review of where we got it wrong of Mr. Aloy, episode 30, episode 40. Sorry. All right. It started when Courage finally called Andy. You know, when the previous episode ended where Mona passed out and they took her to the hospital. So Courage finally called Andy, and Andy told him where he was. So Andy was like, "Why are you calling?" So you finally realize that your wife is at the hospital. It was like he wants to know place where did Andy took his wife to. So Andy told him the family hospital. So he arrived there with his bestie Dan. And as soon as he got there, Courage was like, "Andy, where's my wife?" The first thing that came out of Dan's mouth is she dead? Has she died? Like it means oh, oh God. So Andy was like, "She's alive, she's fine. And the doctors are working on her, and besides, Mona is not that fragile." Then Dan was like, "Why do you sound as if we wanted her to buy?" And Andy was like, "Yes, of course, because the first thing when you got to the hospital, the first thing that came out of your mouth was, is she alive? It means you were expecting her to buy, obviously. You know, if you're coming to see somebody and that's the first thing, yeah, and like us, let's be sincere, if that's the first thing that comes out of your mouth, it means you're expecting that person to buy, you know. So um so Andy AGK was like, Andy, don't talk like that now. Dan didn't mean it that way. And Andy was like, what do you expect me to say? For you're supporting him for somebody whose wife was involved in an accident and he stood there, he couldn't do anything. It was obvious that if I didn't bring her, you know, if I didn't bring her to the hospital, she should have still been in that house up till now, and which is the truth, you know. So as they were arguing, they were doing back and forth, you know. The doctor came out and said Monachi is okay, she's responding to treatment, but unfortunately they couldn't save the baby. They were like, the baby, the doctor said yes, Monachi was pregnant, but the accident made her to lose the baby. So Andy felt bad, they started feeling bad, and that was when all things just went left. So they were really surprised that Monachi was pregnant. Not only did they finding out this way, so AGK was really overwhelmed, and when Dad wanted to touch him, like, don't touch me, leave me. So he went inside. I was really feeling bad, you know. I felt bad for him as well. So he was saying that only before he could find out that he has a baby, he lost the baby. That is the worst way for him to find out about him being a father. Only that he couldn't even get to meet his child, you know. What kind of cruelty does the world reserve to him? Now he is forgetting what he did to his mother, you know. Like, oh God. So Dan was feeling bad for him. Everyone was feeling bad for him. Sorry, I said Dan. Angie was feeling bad for Ejike and everything. Monachi was just weeping on her bed and all the rest. And the after this, the only thing Dan could say is that if there's anybody to blame in this, it should be Andy. That if Andy didn't go to Ejike's house to fight him, my people, hey God, if Andy didn't go to Ejike's house to fight him, none of this could have happened. Monachi wouldn't have come to separate the fight, and Ejike wouldn't have been able to push Monachi. Yes, it is right. But now, if Ejike didn't push his sister out of the house, because Andy went there in anger because of the way he met Chinwe. You know, the same way Ejike rejected his mother, that was the same way he rejected his sister. So eventually, his anger is justifiable, you know. They are friends, you know. You have to be very blunt when it has to do it, especially when you are a sincere friend like Dan. Only somebody like sorry, it's a sincere friend like Andy. Only a fake friend like Dan wouldn't tell you things the way they are because he's trying to bring you down. Friends that wants to bring you down, they'll never find flaws in you, you know. So Andy was like, are you okay? You can never shift this on me. You can never put this on me because I will never feel guilty about it. I didn't do anything. This was our fight. It had to do with you and I, but you pushed your wife down. Okay, you pushed your wife down. So what are you talking about? Then the talk is just Ejike just switched that it's also Munachi who couldn't even hold a child in her womb. Can you imagine? Who says that to somebody, and imagine Munachi is there sitting right there. That is Munachi who couldn't hold. And Andy was like, "Are you okay? What are you made of? Are you made of steel or what? Ejike, what is your problem? How can you say that to a woman who just lost her child? This child was her child as well. And besides, she has the highest law because she was the one carrying this child. And it's true, when miscarriages happen, the people who go through it the most are mothers because they have this bond. And Munachi will be feeling guilty because she didn't even know she was pregnant. That's the worst of it. Or she didn't know she was pregnant. Only for her to find out that she's pregnant when she's hearing that she has had a miscarriage. And you sit there and say she couldn't hold a child in her womb. And Dan was like, yes, of course, it is her fault. It is like Munachi opened her eyes. She was like, she was just listening to these people. And Andy was like, you see, look at the person you call your friend. Eventually, where are you? Where are you standing? You switch from left to right like nobody's business. And which is the truth. 1 minute, Andy was like, 1 minute you're saying that I am responsible. The next, now it's Munachi. Now it's Munachi. Like, how far can you people go? How low can you people go? You're saying this in front of your wife. Somebody who just lost her child. So as they were going back and forth, Munachi screamed like, enough. People should get out. People should get out from this room. Get out. So they were like, they were sitting there. She said people should get out. And thankfully that was when Rita came in. Rita was like, if I heard her clearly, she asked you people to leave. So you people have to leave now. You people should get out. So they were hesitating. She drove them out, so they left. So when they went out, they kept on arguing. Andy was like, Dan was like, yes, it's your fault. It's your fault. Then Ejike was like, I don't even believe. Is that Muna? Muna, she cannot hold a common child just here, a common child in her womb. As if you as a man, you can carry a child. That she couldn't even hold a common child in her womb. Dan was like, I'm telling you, our mothers were there. They'll be pregnant. Our fathers will be beating them. They'll be going to the farm. They'll do this and they'll still put to birth. Look at her. Just a push that you push her. Just small push like this. You didn't even beat her. You just push. She had a miscarriage. Can you imagine? What nonsense. I've been telling you. It's not worth it. Being with this woman is not worth it. See, Andy looked at it. Andy just told Dan that Dan, Ejike, if I was Munachi's brother, she wouldn't be in that sham you call marriage. I would have taken her out of your house. And you see this person you call your friend, Dan. These are the type of people our parents used to warn us to stay away from. This is not your friend. I am your friend because I am telling you the truth. And like as we all know, Andy is really Ejike's friend because he tells him the truth. Whereas Dan is there pitting him because he wants to destroy him. This Daniel is not your friend. This is somebody who is secretly envious of you, jealous of you. Don't worry. One day you'll know. This is somebody who wants you to fail, who wants you to fall on the ground. And Ejike was like, instead for you to stand here and apologize to me, your Andy was like, I will never owe you no apology. If there's somebody I have to apologize to, it's Munachi, not you. I owe you no apology. I am your friend. I will tell you the truth as it is. If you like, you take it. If you like, don't take it. But I will tell you the way it is. So Andy left in anger. And Dan was like, can you imagine? You want to shift it now on me. You want you to doubt me. Me that I'm your friend, you know. He started hyping Ejike. Me that I'm your friend, you know. Me, Ejike. Ejike was like me. Ejike, aka Courageous Billion. Dan is there supporting him. Yes, Courageous Billion. Oh, Jesus. May God not put enemies on our way as friends in the name of, the devil. Because it's only the devil that will make you be close to somebody who is your enemy, all in the name of friendship. So then Andy left them, both of them there, and they stayed there. And honestly, like us, we have to be careful with the people we keep in our lives, because that is that typical jealous, envious friends that want you to fail so that he will mock you tomorrow. That is that typical one. Like, as we are going to end this video, please tell me what you all think about it. Please like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to share. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you'll be the first to be notified whenever I post any new video. And for those who are my returning subscribers, my like, as I love you guys so super much. On this note, I have to say bye, guys. Thank you so much for everything.